London, Sept 3, Reuters. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson called on World Soccer's governing body FIFA on Friday to take action over what he described as disgraceful racist abuse aimed at England players by Hungary fans during the World Cup qualifier. "It is completely unacceptable that England players were racially abused in Hungary last night," he wrote on Twitter. Johnson urged FIFA to take strong action against those responsible to ensure that this kind of disgraceful behavior is eradicated from the game for good. British broadcasters reported that Black England players were targeted with racial abuse by some Hungary supporters during Thursday's World Cup qualifier in Budapest that England won 4-0. Read more. ITV and Sky Sports said their reporters heard monkey chants being aimed at England forward Raheem Sterling and substitute Jude Bellingham. During the game, Hungarian fans threw plastic cups towards England players and a flare also landed on the field, and the Hungarian Football Federation (MLSZ) said any fans identified would face legal action. But it did not address the racism allegations. "We need to identify the troublemakers and strictly punish them in order to protect these fans," the MLSZ said in a statement on its website. The fans who threw flares and cups on the pitch are being identified. The Hungarian Football Federation will report/has already reported them to the police, they said, adding that those responsible faced 2-year bans. England manager Gareth Southgate and several of the team's players said they did not hear the reported abuse. "We weren't conscious of it on the side and I don't know whether the players on the pitch were, but I think everyone knows what we have talked about for 2 or 3 years," he told Sky Sports. "They know what we stand for as a team, and we have to hope that we can continue to eradicate racism from not only football but life in general." Sky Sports showed footage of one fan making a monkey gesture in the stands of the Puskas Arena but said they had seen other individuals also behave similarly. England's Football Association have asked FIFA to investigate the matter. FIFA said it strongly rejects any form of racism and violence. FIFA will take adequate actions as soon as it receives match reports concerning yesterday's Hungary-England game, it added in a statement. Hungarian Foreign Minister Peter Szijjártó posted on Facebook a video of England fans booing the Italian national anthem at the Euro 2020 final in July. He wrote, "England players are complaining about last night's hostile atmosphere in Budapest." The footage below was recorded in Wembley before the European Championship final. You can barely hear the Italian anthem over the whistling England supporters. Did they make similar comments back then? Hungary were punished by European soccer governing body UEFA after incidents involving homophobia and racism at Euro 2020 games, and they must play their next 2 UEFA matches behind closed doors. Thursday's game was in a FIFA competition so the UEFA ban does not apply. UEFA said that any disciplinary action over Thursday's incidents was a matter for FIFA but it repeated its own condemnation of racism. UEFA strongly condemns any discriminatory/racist behavior and we will continue to lead the fight against racism and discrimination in the game.